In Odu Market, there was one rule every trader understood: never open your stall beside Chiamaka, not if you valued your peace, because no matter how fresh your fish was, no matter how early you arrived, no matter how loud you shouted, you would not last 7 days in that market. 2 years had passed since Mama Nena died, but her absence still sat heavily on Odu village like an unfinished song. Everyone remembered her, the woman whose laughter filled the fish section, whose fish always sold out before noon, whose kindness fed widows when they had nothing. She wasn't just a seller, she was the heart of the market. Even the chief once said, "If Mama Nena is not in the market is not complete." That was the kind of respect she carried. So when she died, something changed. Her stall, the one she used for 21 years, was left untouched. Chiamaka, her only daughter, avoided that part of the market completely. The memories were too sharp, the way her mother arranged fish with practiced hands. The songs she hummed during sales, the way she used to say, "My daughter, this stall will feed you one day." Chiamaka never believed it. Now, 2 years later, she was struggling, jobless, broke, eating once a day, skipping meals when things got bad. She tried small jobs, plaiting hair, washing clothes, pounding yam in people's houses, but nothing lasted. One hot afternoon, while returning home from errands, she passed through the market to buy cheap gari. Without planning to, she found herself walking toward her mother's old stall. The closer she got, the quieter she became. Women were shouting prices around her. Fish, fresh fish. Come and buy, oh, today's fish sweet like honey. But when she reached her mother's space, silence, dust. Her mother's stool leaned against the table, the same stool she used every day. Chiamaka stood there, staring, her chest tightened painfully, her eyes burned. She whispered, "Mima." For the first time since her mother's burial, she didn't cry, she just breathed deeply in and out like someone waking from a long sleep. On her way home, the thought followed her like a shadow. When she reached her small room, she sat on her mother's old chair and said, "I can't continue like this." She wiped her face. "You suffered so we could live, how can I be here? Starving?" Then she stood up suddenly, as if pulled by something stronger than her fears. She tied her wrapper, stepped outside, and walked straight to Mama Yugo, her mother's closest friend in the market. Mama Yugo's eyes widened when she saw her. "My daughter, what brings you here this evening?" Chiamaka hesitated. Then she breathed out softly and said, "Mama, I want to continue my mother's fish business." Mama Yugo's eyes filled with tears instantly. She held Chiamaka's hands tightly. "Your mother will be smiling right now," she whispered. And for the first time in 2 years, Chiamaka felt something warm rise inside her, not sadness, not fear. The next morning before sunrise, Chiamaka followed Mama Yugo to the riverside where the fishermen anchored their boats. The air smelled of salt and smoke, men were shouting prices, women were arguing, fish flapped inside big baskets, still alive, but Chiamaka stood quietly beside Mama Yugo, feeling like a stranger among people who knew exactly what to do. "Don't be afraid," Mama Yugo whispered, "follow my lead." She introduced Chiamaka to the fishermen. "This is my late friend's daughter, treat her well." Some nodded politely, some barely looked up, a few smiled and said, "Ah, Mama Nena's daughter. Welcome." But not everyone cared. One fisherman stared at her basket and said loudly, "She's new. She doesn't know anything. Give her the leftover fish." Several women laughed. Chiamaka's cheeks burned with shame. She lowered her eyes. Mama Yugo didn't argue. She simply placed a calm hand on Chiamaka's arm. "Take what you can for now. You will grow." That first week was hard. Chiamaka learned how to choose fish, how to price, how to cut, how to pack ice. But learning didn't bring customers. People walked past her like she didn't exist. Some acted as if her stall was invisible. Some looked at her small baskets and said, "Let me buy from those who know the business." Some didn't even greet her. She sat there from morning till late afternoon watching other women sell everything, while her own fish remained untouched. Sometimes, 2 women would whisper near her, "Is this not Mama Nena's daughter?" "Yes. But she's not like her mother at all." Another day, a customer told her, "You are too quiet. Market needs voice. You can't be dull like this." Chiamaka smiled weakly.